Namanda Vatsinamanda 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 Namanda.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ogata Tran. I would like to welcome you all to today's service, the first of the month. We will begin our service with opening meditation, followed by Nembutsu. Please join me in placing your hands together in Gasho.
Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda.
Please rise for the sing of the Gotha when we see the golden sun on page 227 of the service book.
Followed by the recitation of the Golden Chain and Nembutsu on page 5.
Golden Chain. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda.
All right. Please join in the chanting of Jusege on page 95 of the service book. During the sutra chanting, we will have oshoko or incense offering by the following: Dharma School student Chloe Ota and adult Mark DeLucchi.
Gago 小学顔無旅行大選手夫妻ショッピング政府上昇格菓子成仏道妙所長寺法苦行未所門政府上昇学利欲人少年懲役主凡業死具無浄土一生天にし地に年代公不傷無才道少女三苦名交際主役難会議へ言名公門閉塞小悪道流脱全宗門高祖上満足道寺本日月主十金天候不言一種解放存公正苦毒を上来集中説法ししく供養一切仏具足習徳本金出上満得意三害用女仏無下地津脱未不傷感覚へ力投資最小損志願や国家大勢の感動国書店人東内妙見ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマ Vatsinamanda, 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 Namanda,
All right, we will now listen to a Dharma message by Reverend Candace Shibata.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you today. So just yesterday, the Stockton Buddhist Women's Association, they held their annual rummage sale along with a delicious bake sale. So many thanks to all of you who came out to either donate your items, to help set up, price, sell, feed the volunteers, and package up many items that are going to be donated to local charities. So how many of you stopped by the temple for the rummage sale to either look around or shop or just to enjoy a cup of coffee from our Lily Bean coffee friends who had their trailer here today? So how many of you came out? So quite a few of you. So how many of you purchased items? Okay, so all of those same people who came out pretty much purchased items too. So what kind of treasures did you find? You can just shout it out. What did you find? What did you purchase? Books? Windbreakers? How many of you had coffee from Lily Bean? Okay, a lot of you too. Yeah, anybody else? What else did you get? Spice grinder? I saw that too. Okay, so I found many treasures, and I wanted to share a few of those pictures with you today. So I got a igloo ice chest. Did some who donated this? Where was this? Well, I think I found it on Thursday, so I got the early bird special. So cute little size igloo ice chest. I found a really nice pan. I needed more pots and pans. A pan, yeah. And then in addition to, I don't know if you can see it well, but this is a glass pie pan. Can you see it? So I bought this one, but I also got like a 10-piece baking set like this, and I know who donated this, so thank you so much, Lonnie Kuboyama, for that wonderful set. I even got this cute little cart that's on wheels that can climb stairs. Yeah, so I thought, oh, I can go to the farmer's market with this and go shopping, so I don't have it on my shoulder. And I think Dolores Watsamura donated this. And then I got this cute, it's kind of like a backpack purse. It lies flat on my back, North Face pouch. So thank you to whoever donated that. I said, oh, I'm going to go hiking. I never go hiking. I don't know why I said that, but I thought if I ever go, I could use this. And one last thing that I found yesterday, because as I mentioned, I came Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yesterday, I found this perfect size little shower caddy because all of my items were on the ground of my shower floor. So I thought, oh, I could use this perfect little shower caddy, and I put it in, and it fits perfectly. So thank you to all of those people who donated these items that I purchased. They're going to be coming in very, very handy. So again, as I mentioned, because I was in the office on Thursday and Friday, I was able to preview and purchase ahead of time for those early bird items. And so the rummage sale was actually my inspiration for today's message. So our Dharma message for today. So I was just curious, and I was looking up the word rummage, right? Because we call it a rummage sale. And of course, if it's at your home, it could either be like a yard sale or a garage sale. But rummage means to search through something thoroughly or in a disorganized way. That was kind of my way, disorganized way, often by moving things around. Okay, so you're rummaging around trying to find stuff. So as a noun, this is the search itself or a collection of second-hand items sold at a sale. But as a verb, it means finding something after a search. Finding something after a search. Okay, which again, I found a lot of stuff after searching around all of those tables. So the rummage sale reminded me of the way in which we encounter the Buddha's teachings in our everyday lives and of course in everyday items. So just like each of us who came to the rummage sale, we were in search of treasures to use in our home. So this is like when we're searching for meaning or direction in our lives too. The Buddhist teachings are those treasures that we can find if we become more aware of them in our everyday lives all around us. So some of those teachings, of course, are impermanence. And we talk about impermanence and change all the time. And understanding that we can let go of what doesn't serve us anymore. So many people donated items that they didn't need anymore, but they didn't just throw them out in the garbage and create more waste in our landfills. They brought them here so others could use them. Another teaching is this idea of interconnection. So these items that I purchased were useful to others before I came across them. Now, because of their generosity and understanding that they don't need them anymore, I'm able to use them and they'll bring me joy too. So although I don't know who donated all of the items, I just know some of the folks since they said, oh, hey, I donated that or I donated that. But I don't know everybody. But I'm connected through them, those people that donated the items, through their items, and I can express my gratitude to all of them, whether or not I know them or not. So there is another treasure that was found in this rummage sale that I didn't tell you about yet. So it's Sangha, or community. And if you saw all of the people, as I mentioned earlier, who helped put it on, this is our Sangha. And as I'm looking out at all of you, it makes me so happy to see our Sangha and all of the members who are here today. So the Sangha, or community, is one of those three treasures in Buddhism. And as we know in Buddhism, the three treasures are the Buddha and the Dharma, which are the teachings, and of course the Sangha, or community. So the temple community came together to put on this event to help others in the greater community as well. And so these items that weren't sold, and there were quite a few that they had to package up after the sale yesterday, those will be donated to those in need. And so our Sangha not just includes everybody here, but it can include the greater community of Stockton and helping those folks who are seen and unseen who we may not know and assisting them too, because others are in need of those beautiful items too. So I think if we are encouraged to just be more aware that the teachings or the treasures are all around us, we can find Buddhism not only just in the temple, but outside where we're living our everyday lives. And hopefully you can find a lot of gratitude as you look at your items, as you use your gently used but also new to you items, and express your gratitude to not only the items but to those individuals as well who will now bring you joy in your own homes. But again, hopefully my sentiment of this message is that the teachings are all around us and we can just be more aware and open our eyes and understand that the teachings and the Dharma and good teachers are always around us, surrounding us at all times. Okay, so I hope all of you enjoy all of your beautiful items as much as I will. And thank you again for coming, not only to support yesterday, but to today's service as well. So to conclude my message, really please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Oh, thank you. Wow, I got clapping. Thank you. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Sensei, for that lovely message. All right. So the next part, we'd actually like to welcome some new people that have joined us for the first time. We've got a few folks. Their name are Lisa, Laura, and Amian over there. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And others are here as well who are new too, that have been joining us for the first time. And thank you so much. We welcome you to the temple, and we hope to see you again soon. All right, next section is one of our fun sections. First time of the month, we get to celebrate birthdays. So we've got the birthdays for November of 2025. Ken, you want to say this part?
We wish a happy birthday for everyone whose birthday is in November.
So we don't have any students listed here. Are there any students with birthdays in November? If so, can you please come up? Do we have any students with birthdays? November birthdays? Not this month? Okay, if we don't have any student birthdays for November, for adults, we've got Lance Matsumoto. Oh, and Nuiko Shimozaki. If not, are there any other adults with birthdays in November? Don't be shy, we've got treats here. Nobody was born in November? That's...
If not, let's wish a happy birthday to our dear friends.
Well, did you want to, do we still want to sing it? Okay, we'll still sing happy birthday, it sounds like. All right, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. That's a first. I know, that's a first time there. Yeah, I know. I guess so. I guess so. Okay. Yeah, so I guess there'll be some cake and refreshments if you want it afterwards, okay? All right, announcements for today. Mochiski is on November 16th. If you would like to volunteer, please show up at 8 a.m. Lunch will be provided to those that volunteer. Next, SBWA Annual Memorial Service is on November 9th at 11:30. The guest speaker is Bishop Reverend Marvin Harada. Reverend Candace's book club will meet on November 19th at 6:30 p.m. If you wish to join, please contact Reverend Candace. And I'm personally part of it. It's been a pretty fun engagement, so I do recommend it. Cans and plastic bottles are now being collected by YBA. Please leave your recyclables in the white barrels by the mini chapel. Sangha Club has a collection drive for Family Promise of San Joaquin County. It's running right now from November 2nd to December 14th. And you can, by donating items from their wish list, you can make a difference in the lives of families experiencing homelessness who are working hard to regain sustainable independence. Wish list items include paper towels, Febreze, 3-gallon trash bags, 13-gallon trash bags, liquid laundry detergent for sensitive skin, dryer sheets, feminine hygiene products, liquid hand soap, Amazon gift cards. Items may be dropped off before or after Sunday services through December 14th in the Hondo foyer or mini chapel. Thank you for supporting Sangha Club's efforts.
Are there any other announcements?
Good morning. I have 2 announcements today. First of all, at 11:30, it's Dharma Friends Sunday. So, Dharma Friends Taiko Sunday. So, those of you who want to play Taiko, please come at 11:30 in the gym, and we will continue on with our 10 Dharma drummers story, as well as go over our Usagi song and other things that you might want to do, okay? So looking forward to seeing all of you at Dharma Friends Taiko. And also this coming Saturday, November 8th, is Cortez Hoakai post-harvest service and Tsukemono Festival and potluck. And so it starts at 10:30 at Cortez Hoakai. Please join us. Bishop Harada is going to be our guest speaker. And bring your favorite tsukemono to share with everybody, okay? Thank you.
morning. So besides today being Dharma Friends Taiko, it is also a Sangha Fellowship Sunday. So I'll have the gym open for the kids to play basketball and whatnot. We'll have to share the gym with Taiko for the first half an hour, 45 minutes. But the gym will be open until about 1 o'clock-ish. So if you want to go in and play some basketball, please do so. And then our next Sangha Fellowship Sunday will be Sunday, November the 23rd. And that one, Mike Shibata will present an origami class for us. And I know, and that'll be for adults and older kids. And I know some of you out there are probably saying, well, I've taken Mike's card making class before, but I've asked him to please have a couple of options. So if you've if you've attended his card making class before, that there's another option, or maybe there's a different piece that you place on your card. But I know Mike, and I'm sure that he'll have fun things for us to do. So Mike will be our third installment of guest presenters, and Reverend Motoyoshi did one, and Michelle DeLucchi did one, and they were highly successful, thanks to your support. So I hope that you come out on the 23rd, 11:30. We'll be in the mini chapel and support Mike and allow him to teach us some artsy craftsy stuff. Okay, thank you.
So if you're not doing Dharma Friends Taiko or playing basketball in the gym, we have another option for you today. Okay, so in the mini chapel closest to the carports will be coffee hour right after service. So please join for fellowship in the mini chapel and enjoy some sweet treats and coffee. And then after that, after the very short Buddhist Women's Association meeting, we have a financial planning workshop. So if you're interested in learning about how to save for retirement or how to best use your retirement, we have Josh Niemanoff from Allianz who will be here presenting on your financial future. It's in conjunction with Dale Mizuno from Transamerica, and that will begin, and we have a very light lunch for you to enjoy. So please, in the center section of the mini chapel at around 11:30. Okay, so if you have nothing to do for the next hour and a half, you have 3 choices, so please join us. Thank you.
Wow, we've got a lot of options today. That's usually not the case, so great to see, great to see. All right, any other announcements we may have missed? All right, if not, dismissal to class can now begin. Please observe good etiquette and do not enter the aisle before the row in front of you. Those students who did not offer incense before the service are asked to do so before leaving the hondo. Thank you.
you could have finished. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so hi everybody. Everybody left. They said, "Oh, refreshments, let's go to the mini chapel." Yeah. So, but thank you to those of you who stayed. We appreciate it. So thank you for joining us and staying for the Shotsuki monthly memorial service. Don't feel like you have to rush. It's okay. So this is a special service each month for us to be able to turn our hearts and minds to our loved ones who have passed away in each particular month. And so this is the month of November. And you know, again, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to take time out of our busy schedules to be able to really just quiet our minds and quiet our bodies and be reconnected as we are every day to our loved ones, but to dedicate this specific service for our Dharma friends and family members who have passed away. So we'll start today's service with the chanting of Sambujo. Sambujo can be found in the inside front cover of the service book, and it's called Three Respectful Things. And in this hymn, we call upon Amida Buddha, who's the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion. We call upon Shakyamuni Buddha, who is the historical Buddha who lived in India more than 2,500 years ago. And we call upon the Buddhas of the 10 directions. And following the chanting of Sambujo, I'll offer the Hyo Byakumon, or dedication or declaration of our gathering today, and this will be followed by the reading of the November Shotsuki names. So please join me in the chanting of Sambujo. We have gathered today to observe our Shotsuki monthly memorial service. This is our monthly service to remember friends and loved ones who have passed away in the month of November. They are Francis Yukie Arakawa, Tokue Bishari, Masaru Dowana, Mio Fukano, Toshiko Fukushima, Tracy Ken Goto, Mitsuko Mitsi Hatanaka, Shizue Lin Hayashi, Shigeki Higashi, Mikayo Honda, Bessie Katsue Horita, David Hota, Soichi Stephen Hota, Teruko Terry Hota, Iwami Ikeda, Masao Inamasu, Sumie Inamasu, Yoshio Ishin, Katsuharu Ito, Misao Ito, Iwamoto, Shinobu Kuni, Ji Kawase, Yukie Kawase, Satoko Kimoto, Frank Takeshi Kosugi, James Kenji Kubo, Mary Kusama, Calvin Matsumoto, Carol Toshiko Matsumoto, Shigemi Matsumura, Saihachi Maeda, Mitsuo Menda, Raymond Tadao Mizuno, Wayne Michio Mizuno, Jerry Akira Morinaka, Frank Noboru Morita, Ishii Morita, Masaru Morita, Noboru Morita, Miyoko Betty Moriwaki, Michiko Murakami, Satoru Nagai, Gary Wayne Nagata, Yoshiko Mildred Nagata, Frank Michio Nishida, Mitsushige Mike Nishimoto, Kosami Nita, Ken Oshima, Sylvia Oshima, Tsugi Oshima, Yoshi Oshima, Bob Shigeru Ota, Shinobu Sako, Kameichi Shinoto, Doris Sumie Shinoda, Kikuyo Shoujiguchi, Jack Sugimoto, Erlene Takahashi, Bessie Shizuko Takei, Joyce Miyako Takeuchi, Hisako Tanaka, Yoshiko Tanaka, Kengo Terashita, Kikue Tokunaga, Misao Tomimatsu, Yoshi Umino, Michiko Umeda, Masaru Uekubo, Tokyo Uesugi, Henry Wakabayashi, Nobuaki Wakabayashi, Chisato Watanabe, Hitoshi Watanabe, Kimio Chacha Watanabe, Yoneko Watanabe, Hanako Yabumoto, Mitsuaki Akira Yabumoto, Ren Yamada, Miyoshi Yamanaka, Yukiko Yanagi, and Yae Yoshioka Yasui. We realize in the cherished memories of those we love and have lost, the impermanence of all the world is revealed. May the fragrance of the incense teach us the purity of our intentions. May the beauty of the flowers offered remind us of life's impermanence. May the lights that burn brightly on the altar lead our thoughts to Amida Buddha's light of wisdom and passion. Please join me in Gassho. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. We'll continue today's service with the chanting of Sambutsuge. Sambutsuge can be found on page, I think it's 82, starting on page 82. And everybody in attendance, if you are observing Shotsuki or if you would like to continue to still offer incense, you may come forward during the chanting of Sambutsuge. 小学第四コルジポ開門精進三昧寺へ一徳無量修正慶雲人体前年小仏を開愚人寺の不合外体無明欲ぬ世尊読む二の獅子人徳無量空軍古代知恵寿命光明微相神道大仙ガンガサ仏在お可動生じ未不下脱不正上位解任精進両税三昧知恵以上五世特仏不行志願一切空空一切大安慶始無仏百千億万無量大小修行五者供養一切死と小仏不尿愚道検証不逆非尿五者小仏世界無不影無臭節道光明師匠変死小国尿税精進維持難量量が差仏国土五種奇妙道場超絶国如内音二無闘争加藤愛民道達一切地方大小心熱症状伊藤が国慶楽和の古物神妙税が新書おつがの日力少所欲自母生存知恵無下浄土子孫知が信行 shokudokuju, gagyo shojin, niju fuken. Namandabu, 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 namandabu. Byodo Seisai Don Modai Ishin Odyo An Namanda Vanda Vatsinamanda 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 Namanda Namanda. Please stand if it's comfortable for you to do so for the Gatha Tsuicho no Uta, verses 1 and 2, which can be found on page 222 in our service book. And this will be followed by the three treasures found on page 2. Please rise if it's comfortable for you to do so. If you wouldn't mind, please keeping your palms together in Gassho, I'd like to share the translation before we move on to the three treasures. Though you have gone to the Pure Land, my thoughts are with you. Longing to see your face, it floats before me when I intone the Buddha's name. Beneath the spring flowers or in a garden of singing insects, on an autumn night, taking your hand. I rejoice in Oya-sama's compassion as I long for you. Please join me for the reading of the three treasures found on page 2. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Please be seated. Okay, at this time, it's my honor to be able to share a few words and thoughts in a Dharma message for our Shotsuki monthly memorial service. So thank you again for gathering today for this monthly Shotsuki memorial service, a time when we come together to remember our loved ones and friends who have passed away, and to also reflect upon wisdom and compassion that continue to guide our lives today. So something recently, very personal, reminded me of this service and the Buddhist teaching that helps us in regards to understanding connection and impermanence and gratitude in a deeply and real way. So a while ago, my mother has been gone for over 20 years, but she gave me a very special gift, and it was my maternal grandmother's wedding ring. And it's really a simple, elegant, very dainty kind of ring, and it's full of meaning for me. And I'm not sure of all of her children why she gave my mother this particular ring, this very special wedding ring, and my sisters and I why she gave it to me. But I can imagine that my grandmother had worn it throughout her lifetime, and my mother treasured it as a reminder of her. So when my mother gave it to me, I felt like she was passing on not only a ring, but a part of our family's history, a circle of love that spanned at least 3 generations of us. So I think it was the end of July or beginning of August, I went to the big island of Hawaii. And I was thinking about my mom and very curious, wondered whether or not she had been to Hawaii. And because I didn't think she had ever been to Hawaii, because we never went as children, I took the ring with me. I decided to take it with me to Hawaii because it was a part of her that I was taking along and sharing this trip. However, when I got home, I realized that I couldn't find it. And I searched everywhere. And even I was thinking about my own lack of mindfulness, and my heart and my mind even went to blaming possibly somebody who might have taken it or stolen it from me. So I searched everywhere, my suitcase and my purse, my pockets of everything that I wore, and every possible little thing that I thought I might have placed it in, but it was gone. And my heart sank as I searched really frantically, and I was just devastated. Not just because of this beautiful ring that I thought I had lost, but because it carried, of course, the love and memories of my mother and my grandmother. And it felt like I lost this very tangible connection that I have with them. So a year has gone by. More than a year has gone by since I went on my trip. And if you can imagine, every so often I would think about this ring and just continuously thought, like, where could I have put it? And I would just feel this wave of sadness come over me as I thought about it. However, uh, just this past weekend, as I was just looking for a necklace to wear with an outfit, I was going through some of the drawers and some of the little pouches, and I came across a pouch that I didn't notice before. I thought it was just an empty pouch of a ring that I had purchased in Hawaii during that particular trip. Luckily, I kept it and I brought it home with me. And I opened it because I felt something inside, thinking it was an old ring that I had purchased in Hawaii, but there it was, and I found it. So I'm wearing it today, and I will now be more mindful of where I put my items. So in that moment, just a few days ago, I just felt like so much relief, and I held it in my hand, and I kissed it. And just today, tears came to my eyes as if this wave of relief came over me. And the love of my grandmother, my mother, it just seemed to flow right through this ring and into my heart, reminding me that they're never really gone. And I even texted my niece because I had told her when I got back last year that I had lost this ring. And I texted her and I said, I found it, I found it. And she was on her way to Lake Tahoe, but she was able to text me back, and she said, oh, I'm so relieved. I'm so happy. It brings me so much happiness that you found this ring. And again, as I even tear up today, I'm just reminded that this connection, it had always been there, of course, and I had simply just forgotten where to look to find this connection again. So there's a lot of symbolism in this ring, and probably many rings or many items that you have between your loved ones and yourself that you might continue to have and you continue to cherish. So as I look at this ring, probably over generations, it's not it's not a perfect circle anymore, but it's still a circle. It's still round, and we know with circles there's no beginning and no end. So in Buddhism, this shape has a deep meaning. And this circle represents this continuity, this connection, and even a flow of life. And even on the altar, you'll see the kind of chrysanthemum light that's hanging on the right and left-hand side, and that's a circle too. And so when we think about life and death, we think about them in two separate points, one beginning and one ending. But the Buddha teaches us that all things are interconnected, constantly arising and passing away through causes and conditions. So our lives too are part of this beautiful, great circle of life. The love and wisdom of our loved ones and our friends who have passed away live on within us. Their voices, their lessons, their hugs, their kisses, maybe the recipes that they've shared with us, their belongings that we continue to cherish, their kindness continue to shape our lives in ways that we may not even realize. So this moment of reconnection that happened to me, it reminded me about rediscovering something that we feel that is lost. And perhaps maybe I had a moment of awakening. And although I can't say that I have Shinjin, this moment of awakening or this deep gratitude or realization, I felt this deep gratitude and realization of this moment of reconnection. So Shinran Shonin, the founder of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, our tradition, expressed very beautifully when he wrote, "For within the one thought moment of taking refuge, Namu, there is an aspiration for birth and directing of virtue." Shinran Shonin, or Venerable Shinran, reminds us that even in a single moment of true and trusting, sincere and trusting of our heart and minds, even a single Namu Amida Butsu spoken from our hearts connects us instantly and completely with Amida Buddha's boundless wisdom and compassion. So when I found this ring, I felt my heart again overflow with gratitude and connection. And it was that one thought moment that really opened up within me. My tears and my gratitude were expressions of that same entrusting that same awakening to the compassion that has always been embracing me. And of course, I can think about that compassion and love and wisdom embracing me of my mother and my grandmother and my grandparents on both sides of my family. So when we lose something or someone we love, it can feel like the connection is broken. But in the light of the Buddhist teachings, we begin to see again that nothing is truly lost. Amida Buddha's compassion, symbolized in the words of Namu Amida Butsu, embraces all beings without beginning or end. The bond we share with our loved ones is not destroyed or severed by death. It's held within infinite compassion beyond the boundaries of time and space. Renyo Shonin, who helped carry Shinran's teachings to later generations, used a beautiful image when he wrote, "Those who wish to know in detail the essentials of the settled mind of our traditions, while aware of their deep karmic conditions and helplessness, put aside all calculations and single-mindedly entrust themselves to Amida Buddha, as if holding fast to Amida's sleeves." It's a very tender image when you think about this, and I even envisioned holding on to my mom's sleeve, or maybe my mother holding on to her mother's sleeve, holding fast to Amida's sleeves. Again, it reminds us we're never alone, even when we do feel lost and disconnected. Just as I held this ring and kissed it and felt my mother and my grandmother's love, we hold fast to Amida Buddha's compassion, this unending circle that connects us all. So it took me over a year to find this ring. And as I mentioned, during this year, I thought about it often, sometimes with sadness, of course with some acceptance as well, thinking that it was lost somewhere in Hawaii. And in that time, I learned something important. Even though I could not hold this ring in my hand or hold it on my finger, the love it symbolized is still within me at all times. So when I finally found it, my heart was ready to receive a deeper lesson that when we think something is lost, it's right here, waiting for us to see it again. In the same way, the Buddha's compassion is always here, quietly surrounding us, patiently waiting for our hearts to awaken to it. So today, as we remember our loved ones during this Shotsuki monthly memorial service, may we take comfort in knowing that the circle of connection is never broken. Like this ring, without beginning or end, our relationships of love and gratitude continue on. So each time we say Namu Amida Butsu, we are touching that unbroken circle of compassion, that circle that always includes our parents and our grandparents, ancestors, and all beings. So may we live each day in gratitude for the lives that make our lives possible. May we be mindful of the preciousness and the connections that continue to shape our lives. And may we find peace in knowing that the circle of Amida Buddha's compassion, it also never ends. Please join me in Gassho as I conclude my message. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namandawitz. Okay. So we'll have one more Gothar hymn together. Shall we sing Ondoksan number 1 on page 194 of the service book? And please stand at this time if it's comfortable for you to do so, but please remain seated if it's a little bit easier for you. So Ondoksan number 2 on page 194. Oh, excuse me, number 1. Namandauts. Namandauts. I'd like to share the translation of Ondoksan number 1 in gratitude. The debt of gratitude I owe to Amida's great compassion I will proclaim until my life disintegrates into dust. The debt of gratitude I owe to my Dharma teachers I will express until my bodily form is finally shattered. Namandauts, namandauts, namandauts. Please join me in Gasho. May we all truly reflect with gratitude and humility on that which we have been allowed to receive through the teachings of the Buddha. May we always endeavor to listen intently with our fellow beings to the summoning voice of Amida Buddha, and together as one be born in Amida's pure land. With a radiant and boundless mind, may we each regard all living beings with loving kindness without limit. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namandabutsu, namandabutsu, namandabutsu. Please be seated. Okay, so there's quite a few announcements. If you here earlier, we do have a whiteboard that has some of the different announcements on there. Of course, we are having our mochitsuki sale, so if you want some delicious temple-made mochi, there's a order form as well in the lobby there. And I just wanted to express gratitude to Mrs. Junshiba for the beautiful chrysanthemums for the altar, and I mistakenly purchased some as well. So luckily, thank you, Meme, for assisting with the setup of the altar. And we were able to cut the flowers that we do have. So please feel free, if you might be heading home after the service, or if you might be going, say, for example, to the Nakotsudo or even to your own family grave sites, please feel free to take some flowers home, especially if you want to set them up at your home altar or Butsudan. And so you can take them here, or we can bring them over to the mini chapel for you to enjoy. And we'll put the rest of the flowers from the altar into the Nakotsudo for our families and our loved ones. Are there any other announcements? We're kind of on the strict kind of timeline. So feel free to join us in the mini chapel for refreshments and fellowship. And then if you're part of the Buddhist Women's Association, there's a short meeting. And then if you want to go to the financial planning workshop, please join us in the mini chapel as well. Okay, and then they'll have light lunch. So if you want to have lunch, you can stay for the seminar. But thank you again, everybody, for joining us today. If you do have loved ones and friends that you would like to visit in the Nakotsudo, please feel free to do so as well. Okay, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Namanda, namanda.